Alright, hello and welcome. My name is Mitch Dyer. I play for Regular Dangerous. Rest in peace. My team has been eliminated. But, attention, your team has not been eliminated. You are a member of Poutine King Bar. You are in the lower bracket, which is a game that we are about to watch. We're about to watch the lower game bracket in the 4th round, advancing into the semifinals. Tell me a little bit about Potato Day versus SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER.
I'm looking forward to this match. Both teams have had good performances. I remember Empathy's Kunkka and Invoker in past games, and Potato Day have a strong overall team from what I remember, so I'm looking forward to this.
Alright, well, we're going to get started here in just a moment. The teams have decided their sides, and now we are just loading into the game where we are going to check out some drafts. What are you expecting anything in particular from these teams at all?
I'm thinking about the usual, probably Tidehunter, Pixar Band, Shadow Shaman, strong heroes that are not too hard to play, I guess.
You think they're going to stick with those 6.81 strats, the kind of TI4 lineup that we saw a whole bunch of, the same heroes, the same bands?
The thing is, I think, like, even though the patch changed a lot, it's still a strat that if people are comfortable with it, like, it's easy to do something good with it.
Sure.
So, like, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of those strats still.
I'm a big fan of Chuck M's icon here, the Faceless Void with the Tinker Hat. It's very good. Oh man, okay, maybe you're right. Faceless Void band right out of the gate here for Potato Day.
Alright, I'm hearing your voice in double. I don't know why. The Twitch channel isn't on.
So go into your audio settings and go to mute co-broadcasters. That means you won't hear me on Skype and in the game.
There we go.
Perfect. Alright, now we're good. Now we're in business. Professionalism, Etienne.
Mm-hmm.
So, unsurprisingly, SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER banning the Lycan. Everyone's still afraid of that Lycan, even after 682.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if you've seen the games this weekend, but RTZ played Lycan a lot. And he's so good. Like, it's such a versatile hero, all in all. Bristleback also.
It's interesting to see a Bristleback ban, especially at a Potato Day. Brad Murray likes to play that offlane Bristleback quite a bit, so maybe you're right. Maybe we'll see a Tide pick out of Potato Day if Swag doesn't ban it first.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Tide, Doom, which are heroes that Potato Day chose in the past. And overall, it's all open, I think. Nothing too big is banned.
Already dipping into the reserve time here on SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER. No big deal. Plenty of it to go. Lots of stuff to go on here. Terrorblade ban, a smart choice. I'm not a fan of Terrorblade. It's terrifying to me that he is back in captain's mode. He's always my first ban. I really can't stand playing against him. That Sunder is just obnoxious.
He's really obnoxious. Yeah, that's a good word for it. You can snowball so hard, and that right click damage, like from level 1, if he picks meta first, it's pretty hard. So, Tidehunter first pick.
Indeed.
Safe pick.
Yeah, he's tanky, he can solo his offlane, he's not super dependent on items, except that Blink Dagger early on. It's a good, nice, safe pick. I like watching a good Tide.
Well, the thing is with him, like, I don't know, it changed a bit in the past few months, but right now people just go straight for straight blink and straight refresher right away. It's just so effective on Tide. He doesn't need anything else. So Medusa.
SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER, yeah, with a very, very confident first pick in Medusa. I have to wonder if they're going to be taking her mid lane or running her in a safe lane with a couple supports. She's always, I find, pretty useful in a tri-lane. We've been messing around with her, my group, and less successfully than most teams I would wager, but she can get really scary late game. You know, she gets a ton of tank. That Manaconda gives her a ton of you know, she drains the HP, it does decent damage, gives her mana, feeds back into her mana shield, which makes her basically invincible.
And the thing is, I know that common knowledge is like she's super late, but she doesn't come online that late. She can team fight from level 6, 7 on. She has a strong presence. She can diffuse a situation really easily with her ult, and overall it's like she's useful at any stage of the game. I think she last hits easily, and the snake in lane does crazy damage if you target it right.
Yeah, and her split shot lets her push waves very, very effectively alone. Especially once she hits 6 and starts phasing into the mid game, she can carry herself pretty well alone in a lane. She's scary enough that it's not always advised to go on her alone, even in groups of 2 or 3, because, as you said, her ultimate is useful as a defensive mechanism. She can back off very easily. The Nyx Assassin choice is a very, very smart one from Potato Day. They're going to be able to drain some of her mana, thus reducing her mana shield, which is going to be hugely instrumental in team fights. So Swag is really going to want to try to focus down that Nyx as fast as they can if they have Medusa in a team fight.
Yep, definitely a counter pick on that. It's a smart choice, yeah. And Nyx overall, I think we don't see him enough. Like, he's a really strong hero that can snowball so hard.
Yeah, Nyx doesn't get enough love. He's such a fun guy. He, that roaming invis is really nice, and I think people don't appreciate the Nyx Assassin enough.
Yeah, I look forward to when he's coming back in a more like mainstream fashion.
You think he's coming back? We're in the Nyx Renaissance,
but he's a favorite of mine, so I like seeing a good Nyx played.
I'm not sure who's going to take him from Potato Day, but I'll be very interested to see how that goes. A few more bans coming up. SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER with the Doom ban, and Potato Day with Centaur, War Runner, and Death Prophet. They're banning lots of tank and the usual pick with Void, and then the tower push with Death Prophet. Obviously, not something they're going to want to deal with. Especially, if they get locked down with Medusa, I'm not sure what the damage is like from the Exorcism Ghosts in combination with Medusa.
Well, it rips her apart, basically. Like, if she's alone, the thing is, like, it just drains her mana so fast. And she's done. But, yeah, I don't know.
I have to wonder if Potato Day is thinking about a Keeper of the Light ban, not a ban, but a pick as well. I'm not sure if that's conducive to what they're thinking of, but his I can't remember his mana drain skill, but it's very effective.
Yeah, makes her all the more tanky. We've seen Puppy do it this weekend, and I don't know if you saw the big play he did with the blinding light. There was a blinding light play where he pushed everybody else like on the other side of a really nice Fisher. Anyway, I won't get into that. It was a good game. You should look it up.
I'm gonna look that up immediately after this. Yeah. So we have an anti-mage ban from SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER and an Invoker pick. Interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on. You were saying.
Invoker is a really strong hero. I think in many situations, you just need somebody who plays him well. But he can also be like right click carry. He can be team fight control. He can be split pusher. It's a really nice hero.
Yeah, he's such a versatile guy. Lots of big burst damage, good crowd control. He's a scary mid, which almost certainly he'll be mid as Medusa takes the safe lane.
Yeah. And Ogre, which is an excellent, like, I love these guys.
Ogre Magi is such an interesting hero that's risen to prominence very recently. He's always been good, but he's ridiculously strong right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's overpowered quite, but he's effective in lane, he's effective as a support.
Yeah, he always was good, I think, and he started getting used like this summer or something, and now they patched it, they buffed him a little bit, and he's just better for it, I think. Darkseer, also one hero that cannot really lose a lane. You just dump him in an off lane, and he's gonna come up with farm, and you can't really kill him, like except if you have 2 hard stuns, which I have to say that they do have these stuns, depending how they lane. They can Ogre Magi stun him, and then Nyx lines up his spikes. But he's a hard hero to kill, and he's very annoying to lane against.
Darkseer for SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER is another good one. I like that hero quite a bit. I'm not quite seeing, and obviously I don't know if you know this. I don't know anything about Dota. I am terrible at Dota, but I'm looking at this team lineup, and I'm trying to figure out where the Darkseer fits into this combination. I guess the vacuum is really nicely for any kind of setup with Medusa, pulling those guys back if they're trying to get away, but...
Well, he's a team fight control guy, and he doesn't lose a lane. Like I was just saying, like, you dump in the off lane, and you stop thinking about him. He's gonna get his farm and everything. But after that, when the lanes split up a little bit, he's just this control guy. He jumps in, vacuums people, wall, and then like it's already a bad time for the other team. And if you just tornado in the middle of the vacuum he just did, like it's gonna be a bad time, I think.
All right.
He's a versatile hero that gets a lot of farm while doing not much, basically.
So with the Lion pick, I have to wonder which of these heroes on Potato Day is going to be the support. I'm thinking it's got to be the Lion and the Ogre Magi, giving Tide, you know, that solo offlane Tide the room to farm up as much XP as he can alone. Nyx Assassin, I don't, does he typically play a more core role?
5 seconds.
He can play a core role, and I think he's best at it when he's in a core role, but I think in this case they're just gonna wanna put the Nyx on the Medusa, probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's gonna be for later in the game. But either way, that could be a safe lane Tide Hunter with the tri-lane going in against their Medusa.
Yeah, which means they're going to be down one hard carry, and their mid on Potato Day is going to have to be a really, really effective, really committed to the long game kind of character. And we see SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER banning the Morphling, which would be exactly the kind of hero that Potato Day could use. And Potato Day responding with a Witch Doctor ban, which gives SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER the Sand King pick.
Yes, apparently people weren't hearing me. I guess it should be fixed now.
Oh, okay.
So
that's a bummer, because you've been giving some good insight.
Yeah, well, I tried. Sand King, another hero that you can pair really well with Darkseer, because he's just vacuum and Burrow Strike in the middle of everybody. It's deadly. And now we're just waiting for the carry, basically, from Potato Day. It could be anything. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're coming in through fine. I just hope you're coming through in the chat. I'm just sending out some messages to see if everything's alright.
Draw.
Wow, Drow for the final pick on Potato Day. This is an interesting team lineup. On both sides, I always love and appreciate seeing a nice mix of characters you don't typically see in tournament play. You know, our tournament, this elaborate, very professional thing that it is.
Yeah, well, I think at this level the most important thing is just playing the heroes you're good with and something you're comfortable with. Of course, trying to counter what the other team's doing, that's Dota, but at the end of the line, when you're looking at 5 carries that do pretty much the same thing or more or less, you're better just going with something you played a lot, just to be comfortable in it. So maybe that's raw for them, but it's a good silence. It's insane DPS and range. I think it's good.
Yeah.
They have a lot of control for her too. Like all of their other characters have a stun.
So people in the Twitch chat are still asking if you're not in the chat, and I have to imagine that means the casting. And I'm not entirely sure why you're not coming through. Everything should be all right. Give me an audio test.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, I mean you're coming through on my OBS. I'm not sure why that's not coming through. We'll have to try and work this out on the fly. Once again, I'm your host, Mitch Dyer, and on Potato Day, I'll introduce Potato Day. On the Tide Hunter, we have Mr. Muir. On the Drow, roaming in the bottom lane, we have Potato Draka rolling with Vanaman on the Ogre Magi. We have Master Jasper on the Nyx Assassin, and Potato Merman on the Lion. And let's have you introduce SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER and see if it works out. See if anybody can hear you, Etienne.
Yeah, on the side of Swag, we have Studio on the Medusa, Sean Make Games on the Shadow Shaman. Sand King's gonna be played with Chuck Ham. Empathy's going to take back his Invoker like in the other games, and Elliptic is taking the Darkseer. Looks like it's gonna be a safe lane Darkseer alone. And they're gonna meet the tri-lane of Medusa with their are they going in Roshan? Maybe baiting it?
I think they're trying to. I'm not sure about this, but it looks like Potato Day is trying to catch them at Roshan. It looks like they're trying to see if SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER, maybe they catch them in the river for the rune rather than the level 1 Roshan. But
yeah,
both teams roaming.
Really, yeah.
Nobody finding anything. Right. Both teams smoked up and nobody finding anything. So a little bit of time wasted, not a huge deal. Invisibility rune taken by the Nyx Assassin as he goes toward mid, and we'll see where everyone is going to end up.
Yeah.
So it looks
seems like
we have a tri-lane in the off lane, which is what you called. You called that for SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER, and I thought that was a strange pick.
Well, I think I called the opposite. Like
Oh, okay.
I thought that they would go safe lane and that Potato Day would go tri lane to meet it. But basically, they're putting the Darkseer against the Tidehunter, which is an annoying lane, because you can't take the damage away from Darkseer. It's an Iron Shell, and he can't come close to the creeps because there's a lot of damage there.
So we have a lot of commotion in the bottom lane. 6 heroes with the Ogre Magi, the Lion, and the Drow up against the Shadow Shaman, the Medusa, and the Sand King. They're putting a lot in this Medusa, which frees up the other lanes to have Master Jasper's Nyx Assassin up against the Invoker. A really, really interesting and fun lineup there in mid. And then in the top lane we have Mr. Muir's Tidehunter up against Elliptic's Darkseer. Again, I like this match already. I really like the way these team comps are heading up against each other. I'm really interested to see how they start engaging.
Yep.
Everyone playing it kind of safe out of the gate. Nobody got the bounty rune here up top. It's just kind of sitting there waiting for whoever's going to get it. Nobody wants to leave lane. Nobody wants to give up that farm. Elliptic's Darkseer taking a little bit more damage than is comfortable for me. Is Mr. Muir getting some decent lane dominance. Dane dominance, English.
Yeah. So yeah, usually I wouldn't as a Darkseer in this situation, I wouldn't stay close at all. I would just get last hits. I don't know where he's going, why he's going so close to the lane, knowing that the Tidehunter can just splash him around,
reducing that damage.
Do damage. Yeah. But they're probably just gonna adjust. I don't know.
Yeah, Tidehunter just getting up in Darkseer's face, using that Anchor Smash, reducing that damage, and just, like you said, keeping those last hits down. Trying to, if he gets those denies, Elliptic is going to be seriously starved for farm.
Yeah. But this is going to be a wash probably. I don't see a kill happening there. Just people pushing at each other. And I have to admit I'm not sure about his Iron Shell on the enemy creeps, because I don't know. Usually I put them on my own creep, the one that doesn't get hit, and it pushes a lot. Maybe that's what he doesn't want.
Could be, yeah.
Pushing a lot.
Looks like Chuck M getting forced out of lane a little bit. He's gonna drink his mana pot, his health pot, and get some HP back. Lots of pings in the jungle. Looks like Potato Day going after this illusion here, hoping it's real. They're not gonna get much from that.
Yeah. Nyx is actually getting more last hits than Invoker, not by much, but I'm surprised about that.
I'm trying to work on my last hit stat.
Good.
I can't find it. I don't know my hotkey.
W.
W. Now W's up.
Yeah.
W is up. I'll just go here. Oh, interesting. We have a pause. Oh, okay. So we have a headset issue, which gives us time to kind of assess the situation here with a nice big game is paused icon in the middle. So let's take a look at this lane. Medusa up to 6 last hits. We're only 3 minutes in. It's hard to judge success based on that. Draco with 10 on the Drow Ranger. His supports, usual items. Not a whole lot invested there. Nobody really building toward any items quite yet. The Blades of Attack on this Invoker out of the gate is interesting. I don't know that I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a common build.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you, but I know a lot about Dota.
Yeah. Well, he has shit for damage, basically. So you get the Exhort and Blades of Attacks. It's a common build. I'm not sure if it's a all-around build, but that's the one I see the most in pubs, basically.
And again, looking up top in Elliptic. Elliptic has 7 last hits versus the Tidehunter 7, so they're pretty evenly matched up here.
Yeah.
Thought Mr. Muir would be getting more out of that Anchor Smash. All in good
the
time.
thing is, there's not much he can do against the Darkseer. It's gonna happen. He's gonna get those last hits. Maybe not at level 1 because of the damage, but usually at level 3 and 5 he starts wrecking like a whole creep wave in seconds with the double Iron Shells.
And
So
Nyx Assassin's gonna get that bottle right away. The 3-minute and 30-second bottle.
Yep.
It's gonna let him get some decent room control, hopefully. Depending on how far his lane is pushed up, it's gonna be interesting to see how willing he is to sacrifice that farm, because he's gonna need it if he's landing up against an Invoker.
yeah, I mean he's the lead in last hits right now, and it's just he's doing his job basically. you can, like, there's not much else to do for him right now.
Looks like they're going to go on the Drow. They're going to try to take the Drow down in the bottom lane here. That Sunstrike's going to hit him, and down he goes.
There it is.
That was a fantastic Sunstrike from Empath.
Yeah.
And
Very
looks like
well
they're going to... It might take the Medusa in return, depending on how this Mana Shield takes care of her there. Yeah, it looks like she's going to force them back with the Manaconda. We have a response here. Draka coming back into lane.
Yeah, they couldn't take the return kill in the end, but that was a really nice Sunstrike.
That was perfect. You couldn't have planned that better.
Yeah.
I mean, that picked the perfect escape route, knew exactly where she was going to be, and just took her down for first blood. Around 4 minutes.
And it's going to be nice for Invoker's lane, because that's a lot of gold coming in.
I thought I read some stat once upon a time that something like 60% of teams who get first blood win their game. So let's see how that goes for SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER. See if they can take this based exclusively on that first blood.
I hadn't heard that, but I know that the last patch 6.82 reduced the amount that first blood gives you.
Yes, by a significant amount.
Yeah, I think it was 150 or 200, something like that.
Drow's, her ice arrows are doing quite a number on the supports in the bottom lane here. She's able to keep them at bay pretty effectively. But she's going to need a little more from her her supports here. Vanaman's Ogre Magi has a lot of potential to make something happen. Lion as well. I mean, they both have very, very good, reliable stuns.
Yep. It's interesting to see at level 1, the Hex is actually a better disable than the Earth Spike. The Earth Spike is only a second, whereas the Hex is 2.5 seconds at level 1. It's more mana too, but it actually disables a hero for more than twice the time. For Lion. Let's see if they go on. Yeah, they should go on someone. I feel like they can take a kill.
Yeah, it looks like they're looking for the initiate. Merman might pay for that. He's getting locked down. He's got the shackles on him. The Sunstrike comes in. It takes down the Lion. Drow trying to get the ice arrows off on the Medusa, just pushing her out of lane. They don't want to engage after losing their Lion. Potato Day down 1 man. They don't take anything in return. Getting some pings up top from Merman. Sorry, Mr. Muir. His Tide Hunter. It looks like he's leaving lane. He got a little bit roughed up. No, we missed it during the commotion in bottom lane there.
Yeah.
We have an invisible Nyx assassin, maybe looking for an opportunity. Vanaman with the stun, and he follows up. Nyx takes that stun and takes down the Sand King. They're not going to follow up. They're going to take one. They're going to get back.
Yeah. So that's like basically what you're looking to do in this case, because they lost 2 kills, but against that tri-lane, which is usually a very bad sign. Tri-lane versus tri-lane. So Nyx just coming by and trying to swing the scales a little bit, make sure that they get their own.
Yeah, both of these teams are going to need some kills in this lane. I mean, you have three heroes on both teams, splitting that experience. Everybody down here is at level 4.
Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, you need that Medusa to be both farmed and leveled in order to be terribly effective in combat, and we're just not seeing it right now. Obviously, there's plenty of time for Studio to get there, but I worry. I just worry so much, Etienne. I just care, is all. Let's take a look on this lane here. We have Sand King. Looks like he's rotated out of the tri-lane, which will give the Medusa opportunity to get a little bit more XP. He's going to start probably stacking and jungling a little bit, maybe pulling some lanes back for
looking for
that.
Looking to catch up because he didn't get much those past like 7 minutes, and he wants a Blignagger really fast.
Definitely. SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER has eyes on the Lion in the jungle. He's throwing up wards. It looks like he's going to pull back before anything bad comes his way. Medusa and Shadow Shaman backing off just a little bit. They definitely want it. They're not leaving the jungle yet. They're just trying to pick him off. They're going to go for it. Looks like they're going to chase him down, maybe lure out Vanaman. It's not going to be quite enough to convince him. He goes straight to his tower.
Yeah. I'm getting worried for because that Invoker is getting free farm. Like nobody touched him yet, and
Absolutely.
He got 2 kills. I think he got the 2 kills. Oh no, he didn't get the second one with the Sunstrike.
He didn't get the Sunstrike. Wow.
He did hit it, but he didn't get the last hit. And but still, it's a lot of free farm. I guess he already have the Midas, and he's level 8. So
And he's sitting on 300 gold. He's level 8. Yeah, like you mentioned, he's well on his way. And there's his phase boots.
Yeah, there it is. I guess like you see, it's gonna be a quest exhort invoker, so a lot of split push, a lot of damage, basically. It's a nice thing. Like next level, he can have the 2 Forge Spirit at once when he has level 4 and 4.
And that's always incredibly irritating for somebody to lane against, especially somebody like Nyx Assassin who doesn't have a ton of strength out of the gate to make anything happen with that. It looks like there's some heat going on bottom. Potato Drac is stunned, locked down. He's going to get taken down by the Medusa after the Sunstrike misses. The Manacon is out. Vanaman's going to go down here in the lane. Medusa's right click finishes him off. Lots and lots burned there, but they make it worthwhile. The Shadow Shaman with some great setup there.
Yeah.
And Medusa's going to keep putting the pressure on this tower. It doesn't look like anyone's going to respond from Potato Day. Nyx not quite sure where to be. He's chasing into the jungle. He knows he knows that the Invoker's going in there, but it doesn't look like he's going to risk pushing up into the enemy jungle to get the kill.
Yeah, I get the feeling at this point like this Nyx has to be moving and getting kills. He's got the level 6 already. I know he just finished using his ult for nothing basically. But yeah, moving to the tri-lane top bot, sorry, would have been a good move, I think.
Tidehunter's sitting on 25 CS right now and 300 HP. He's getting pushed way back into his own tower, so that'll give him a little bit of room to catch up on some farm. Elliptic's Darkseer also sitting on a similar amount of CS, so that lane's going about evenly. Nobody really taking much heat there. No kills in the top lane yet.
No, but since the tide seems to have moved away from his lane, and Darkseer really went ahead, like 37 last hits against 25.
The Sand King is just going to get completely evaporated in the Radiant jungle. He was a little cocky, trying to jungle the enemies, taking the enemy's jungle there, and he paid for it. He's got his magic wand at least, but he's no closer to Blink Dagger.
No, he wasted his efforts by dying there. But
Draka keeping his farm up very effectively. He's you know, he's got his treads. He's got 37 last hits. He's doing all right. He's got Vanaman supporting him really nicely. He's got that soul ring. He just got his boots there with the Ogre Magi. He's getting closer and closer to that multicast at level 5 right now. He's just one level away from that 6. They're really paying for it. I mean, we're at 11 minutes right now, and still not a ton of heroes here at the appropriate level. Well, they just killed the
Darkseer with a Ravaged up and Nyx. So that's a good way to get back what he lost in the lane. Top.
Indeed.
You see Ravage on cooldown there. Indeed. So I didn't catch the kill, but
we missed that one.
I assumed that he Ravaged and Nyx ulted too.
That's what makes us great casters at the end. We miss all the good stuff. Invoker, he took that tower cleanly. Everyone just ignoring Invoker in mid. The Nyx Assassin, he's Master Jasper trying to roam and get kills. Absolutely a good idea for that Nyx Assassin, but he's sacrificing the tower, and Potato's got to have a plan to compensate for losing that tower this early at 12 minutes.
Yeah, and they also they lost the kill on Shadow Shaman in this location. He just TP'd out with not many HP there.
Merman's getting hit by the Sunstrike. You got picked off going into the side shot. That was a beautiful call out by either the Medusa or somebody else in this lane, or it's just a very observant Invoker.
Yeah, he's been on point with the Sunstrikes. I think at this point, like, it has to be demoralizing. Like, you get the feeling you're always watched by this guy, and you are, basically. They need to make something happen, get a few kills of importance, I think, like Medusa, Invoker. It's good that they got the Darkseer, because he was unchecked. But, yeah.
Looks like Potato is going to try to set something up here, and there they go. Easy kill for them on the Shadow Shaman. And Vanaman trying to set up something on the Medusa. The Drow's silence goes off, and the Frost Arrows are going to slow her. It's not going to be quite enough as Medusa escapes past her tier 1 tower. And Potato's going to take a little step back, and they're gonna just free farm. Give that Drow the farm she needs to build toward whatever Drac is building toward with his 2 Wraith Bands. It's good though. This is some great stats. It's going to give him some solid damage to push somebody out of lane, and to just get those easy last hits.
Yep, to her and Lion. They only have 2 range zeros, but all the range heroes on the map get her bonus from the aura.
Mr. Muir pushed up against his tower again. Still not able to get much farm. He's still at 37 last hits. What's his Darkseer at? 51.
He's 300 away from the blink, and
he's getting where he needs to be.
I keep feeling that he should have went for blink first because he'd have it already, and you don't need blink and mana boots for your combo.
Yeah.
Basically, because blink is free now.
I hear the Sunstrike. Where's it going?
I didn't see it.
I'm not sure where that one went.
Was it there? Was it for Nyx?
It might have been. Looks like he missed because Nyx is sitting there at full health. Master Jasper invis and roaming. He wants to find that Invoker very badly. He's got a DD. He's not taking any more of this. Yeah. He's trying to hunt him down, and he's well on his way. He might find him. They're so close. Yeah, they're just doing laps. He might have had vision on him there. He's going for it. Master Jasper.
But he's gonna time out. Yeah, he timed out.
He's just that roam just didn't quite get him where he needed to be. And it looks like we have a TP from the Sand King coming bottom. Maybe trying to set something up. He's going to help out his Medusa. Medusa's getting picked off here. Vanneman might get the final hit. He's a little busted up. He's going to get that damage over time on Medusa. It's probably not going to be enough. Vanneman TPing out as Chuck M getting a little bit messed up by Master Jasper. Lion's going to take that kill, and Draka's going to follow up with some ice arrows on Elliptic, and her Darkseer might go down here. The Ravage goes off with Mr. Muir, and that's going to be more than enough to finish off the Darkseer. Potato taking 2 kills for nothing, and they're going to... Oh, they might get 3 here with Sean Games coming in. Yeah, he gets picked off again. That's absolutely the turnaround that Potato Day needed. They took it up 8-5. Now they're almost certainly going to be able to take this tower down.
Yeah, all I gotta say is beautiful Earth Spike. It completely disabled the Sand King ultimate Epicenter, because that was gonna be another fight if he gets the Epicenter off. Even if he dies,
yeah,
there's a lot of damage coming out, and all of the heroes were low during the fight.
And Invoker free farming up top, taking the top tower, the tier 1, and just sitting on 4,300 gold. The Empath is just having a phenomenal game right now with 81 last hits. And a pair of kills, I believe. Yeah, 2 kills.
Yeah. What I see here is with this teamfight bot, Potato Day got back the advantage in XP, and they really changed the graph on like they got like 2k out of that in money, in gold. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's what they need to get this game back under
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now it looks like we might have a little bit of action bottom as Swag kind of roams in, poking their heads out in the jungle toward the tier 2. Draka's sitting at about 60% health. He's not terribly afraid to engage right now. He's got his whole team there to support him. Lots and lots of stun on Potato right now with Nyx Assassin, Ogre Magi, and the Lion there. Plus,
yeah, but they have a ward, and they see him.
Absolutely. He doesn't know it's there. That Medusa's ultimate goes off. The Sunstrike coming in for the... Oh my gosh. The wall goes up. The snakes go down. Vanneman is locked down by the shackles right now. And the Lion's stun goes off and frees him. And they're chasing him down. Mr. Muir throwing down the Anchor Smash, reducing the damage of SWAGHANIM'S Scepter here. Nyx goes...
nice silence.
Nyx is the only one that goes down. The silence on SWAGHANIM'S Scepter didn't quite give Potato Day what they needed. Empath is going to dive down past the tower, and that's really bad. Really, really bad. He tried to TP out, and he just gets melted by Potato Day. 1 for 1 in that engagement. It was
a pretty sad wall there. I'm always sad when this happens to me. You put a wall, but nobody wants to use it. Hey guys, walk through my wall, please.
Just one person, please. Lots of pings in the jungle.
It was well placed, but he didn't vacuum anyone in it.
Yeah.
So it didn't happen.
Everyone here, I mean, they want to engage. Everyone wants to fight, but everyone's a little spooked.
Yeah.
The Ravage goes off with the Tidehunter. He's gonna go for it. He and the Lion. Oh my gosh, that's an easy pick for them. Shadow Shaman going down again. Potato Day coming back on this with some serious confidence. Draka and Master Jasper pushing up. They're gonna take Chuck M's Sand King down. Medusa is forced out of lane. She's alone right now, with Darkseer just escaping the lane. Nothing there from the Sunstrike. Not sure if were they going with the Courier?
Yeah, couriers are immune to that. I like how Muir, like Brad, how he uses the ultimate like all the time. Because I think at this time in the game, you really like anytime you can use it to get like 1 or 2 kills, 1 kill even, it's worth it. because you just need the game to swing in their favor so hard.
Of course, yeah.
At this point.
Potato Day not quite able to follow up their solid engagements at bottom. They committed all 5 and they still couldn't get that tower down. Invoker's going to deny it for SWAGHANIM'S Scepter. And it looks like Potato Day is going to back off bottom lane. Maybe everyone's going to start roaming mid. Potato, they need to get that mid tower back. That Invoker's free farm there. It's punishing them. I mean, he's sitting on 5,000 gold right now.
Yeah. The Drow is actually stacking raid bands. I don't think I've ever seen this before. There are 3 raid bands.
That's gotta be for pure stats. Triple, wow, okay, yeah.
But I get the feeling that
Alright.
could be used for stuff, you know. But
yeah.
Yasha already, that's pretty good. She's gonna get the Helm of the Dominator soon.
Yeah, the morbid, or she might be Mask of Madness. Yeah, that morbid mask sitting in the stash. It's very curious that Draka's got the 3 Wraith Bands and is letting the mask kind of sit in his stash. Maybe he's waiting to build, you know, the final form or whatever he's going for there, and just kind of sit on those stats. I mean, he's knocking down creeps left and right. 87 CS is doing great for him.
Yeah.
SWAGHANIM'S committing 2 to mid, and they're going to back off. The Dagon on the Nyx Assassin is going to go a long, long way for them, I think.
Yeah. Just cleaning up those kills. It's the most frustrating thing as a Nyx when somebody gets away just with like 2 HP. You hate that, but Dagon prevents that. I still prefer the Blink first because it's just more mobility and more options basically for you.
Oh wow! Sean Next Games is going to go down immediately. Yeah. Just a quick and easy pick off for Master Jasper. That was free for him.
Using the Dagon so fast when he got it, I think that's it's prime here. You need to do that.
Absolutely. Wow, that engagement turned around for Potato Day very quickly. Swag trying to take the Nyx down, and the Potato just turns around and responds and immediately takes down the Sand King.
Yeah.
Invoker's little Forge Spirit guys.
That's the team comp that they have basically.
Yeah.
They had weaker lanes, but right now they're getting good team fight out of everything that they farmed.
Absolutely. Potato Day is just in, you know, they have a great rhythm right now. They are completely in sync with each other, and SWAGHANIM'S Scepter not completely on the back foot, but definitely starting to feel the hurt.
Yeah. And now I see that it was a Mask of Madness, so it's up. Drow.
She's littering in the jungle here.
I really feel like she should be farming like somewhere like bot here, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Or getting kills. Maybe they want to get kills right now.
Well, she's smoked right now, and it looks like they got eyes on SWAGHANIM'S Scepter in the river, and Draka not quite ready to engage. All 5 on both teams in mid, but nobody quite sure where to be at the moment.
Yeah, they have a Blink Ravage right now, and that could be all the initiation that they need.
It looks like Draka's going to try to solo this Roshan. Those Wraith Bands will give him some decent stats and survivability, but I think she can take him alone right now.
Yeah, that's a hard...
Ice Arrows are helping her a lot,
that's a hard sell for me.
The bashes, man. The bashes. Potato just full force in mid, you know, distracting away from Roshan. I don't think anybody's even really thinking about Drow being in Roshan right now, but it's good that Potato Day is putting the attention and the pressure on mid right now, a lane that they need to take back. Sand King might go down to the Master Jasper again. His Nyx Assassin is just lethal this game. He's just roaming very effectively.
Yeah. Like you said, it's the exact distraction that they need, because that's weird. The Drow Roshan like that, I don't think anyone's ready for that.
Yeah, nobody's going to see this coming at all. We have 3 of SWAGHANIM'S Scepter in mid. Nobody even thinking about going down toward Roshan. Oh, maybe they're drifting down there now. Draka, he's got enough time. I think he's going to be alright. I think he'll be able to pick it up.
Yeah, Darkseer knows something's up because he's just pinged.
Draka's alone. He has no space. Roshan is almost down. He is in danger. He's in a dangerous spot right now if he takes Roshan. But he knows he needs it. I mean, he's committed so much already. There it is. And he's going to just TP out.
Oh.
And he gives up the courier kill to get out. All 5 is Swag in the jungle and the enemy team. They're free farming down there, giving Medusa the farm that she needs. She's got her Manta style, which is great for her. She's going to start being able to push lanes really, really hard. Vanaman's going to deny that tower. That's great for Potato Day. They're going to keep that gold out of Studio's hands there. Master Jasper and Vanaman alone against all 5 of SWAGHANIM'S Scepter here. They have to back off. There's no way they can engage, even with the line coming in from the jungle here. Well,
it would really take the Tidehunter here.
Well, Draka coming in here, you know, he's... Oh, it looks like it's going to be a non-issue anyway. SWAGHANIM'S, SCEPTER TPing top. They're going to push out the top lane. Mr. Muir here with his farm. He's going toward his mechanism. He's already got it. It's just sitting in his stash. He's alone. He's going to wander out. He knows something is up.
Yeah. So let's look at the XP and net worth. Potato Day got the lead back.
Huge swings.
No, well, yeah, huge swings. Because of the laning phase, you see how dominant the tri-lane was. But yeah, since then, it's all uphill for Potato Day.
6 kills in a row.
And now they're getting more.
They're gonna pick off more here, absolutely. Chuck M's, Sand King, even with the haste, he's not gonna get away. He's having some bad luck getting picked off very quickly. No reason for Potato Day to stop putting the pressure on middle tower here. All 5 of them committing. Swag is all converging on mid. They're going to have to put up a defense. I feel like they have a decent defense right now. This could be the fight that turns it around for Swag.
Yeah, I think it, like with the Tide there, with the Ravage, I think they still have the upper hand if he decides to jump in.
Yeah, all ultimates are up except for Nyx Assassin, and this tower, it's going down very quickly. Medusa gets the deny anyway, and the Ravage goes off from the Tidehunter. Everyone's engaging right now. After chasing down Studio, his Medusa's going to get dropped. The vacuum goes off. The Tidehunter has an illusion chasing him. Master Jasper's Nyx Assassin. He's tornadoed, as is Tidehunter. Invoker's trying to finish him off, and both of them look like they're going to get away. The illusion in mid here, chasing down Merman, caught on them by the creeps. And Potato Day is actually going to walk away feeling pretty good about that. The tower goes down, Medusa and Shaman. There's two solid kills, especially the Medusa. That's who you want to take. Yeah. 2 for nothing for Potato Day.
Nyx was doing his thing on the side. He picked up the Shadow Shaman before he could do anything. And meanwhile, Tide just jumped in and stunned everybody on the team.
Shadow Shaman and Sand King having some rough luck on SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER here, both sitting on 6 and 7 kills respectively. Or sorry, deaths.
Yeah. Well, deaths, yeah. These are heroes that you like to have on the other team when you're Nyx, because you can just jump them. You can just jump them in the jungle or wherever they are, and you get a kill basically. And it steps on their face a lot because they can never get more out of the map because Nyx is always out there.
Sand King's sitting in his jungle here, trying to get some farm off, and he's very far from that Blink Dagger. He's still sitting on just brown boots, a magic wand, and some observer wards at the moment. So he's still not terribly useful in an engagement right now at 26 minutes. If he can get his ultimate off, you know, that's going to be super effective for him. But he just has no way to close the gap and get an engagement off on a big group.
Yeah, and he basically relies on someone else to initiate, and that's horrible because Sand King's best job is to do that.
Yeah.
It could be Darkseer. Darkseer didn't go for Blink though. Like Mech Soul Ring, he could go for Blink next. Maybe that's what he's doing with 1300 gold.
Nyx has the Bloodlust off. He's going to take down that courier. It's nothing on it though. He's got no worth on that. That poor little red panda. Looks like he's gonna take off. He's not gonna worry too much about starting a fight here without his friends. Vanaman, he doesn't care. He's going in. They're gonna go on the Darkseer. No multicast there. Vanaman gets shackled. Oh wow, the Sunstrike coming off. He's gonna miss on everybody. The Snake's going after Shadow Shaman. They're gonna. Oh gosh, Mechanism's gonna save Vanaman. He's not gonna quite get taken down by those snakes. Oh. Silence on the Sand King, and he's just can't make anything happen with that. The channel, he just keeps getting caught off. Vanaman goes down, but Mr. Muir responds with a Ravage. That's going to be 2 kills for Potato Day as Shadow Shaman and Sand King go down. Medusa's ultimate is off. Sand King, Tidehunter trying to get away. He's slowed. They're going to take down the Lion. Empath getting hammered right now by Draka's ice arrows. Draka using the Aegis here to survive. Good timing because that thing was about to be reclaimed. Empath is almost certainly going to go down if Draka doesn't give up the chase. Perfect ghost walk, and he's definitely going to get the escape. Studio going to pull back to support there as Draka leaves his lane with Master Jasper. It was a crazy engagement, and again, Potato Day just coming out on top, getting exactly what they need. Master Jasper's Dagon up to level 4.
Well, for the cost of an Ogre Magi at the very beginning and then a Lion, but yeah, overall the Ravage was in spot, I think. Yeah, I mean, if they keep going like that, they're gonna keep Swag down, but they need to do that in order to close the game.
SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER has a strong little wave going on in this bottom lane here. Their creeps are going to push up on this tower, but smart. Mr. Merman's going to push back on that.
Yeah, and it's nice to give some farm to a support like that, just so that they can get something. Like he has the blink already, but like a 4-staff could be nice, and Ags, but that's a dream usually. Ags and Lion.
Swag looking for the side shot pickoff. They find Draka all alone, and he's just going to get hammered as he's shackled, and everything's just unleashed on him. He's going to go down. Empath gets taken down very quickly by the Nyx assassin. The Medusa ult goes off. Vanaman trying desperately to take down Chuck M. The snakes go down. Swag is gonna get something out of this. The Nyx assassin just narrowly gets away. Wow. Invoker buys back.
It looked like Drow was AFK or in the shop or something, because she wasn't moving at all. It was weird at the very beginning of the engagement.
That or it was a brilliant bait. No.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there.
Bait. Yeah. I don't know. She get picked up, so it's not that good of a bait.
I think the best thing Potato Day got out of that was the Invoker buyback. I mean, Invoker's been sitting on a ton of funds, and now he's down to 150. He's got his BKB though. That's going to go a long way in team fights. He's going to be able to prevent a lot of initiate early on in those fights. He's going to be able to drop everything he has. That Sunstrike, he's not willing to give it up. Forge Spirits, he traded his little Meteor Blast for that.
Yeah. It's nice to see an Invoker go for the BKB when they need to, because it's not as shiny as other items could be, but what they really need out of that Invoker right now is just him being in the fight, casting the spells, and controlling the other team. So I think that's nice. You need that.
We have a quick little pause on the field here. Just a short one. Looks like we're going to be back in action right away.
Yep. Tactical pause.
Indeed. Pizza pause. The classic pizza pause.
Yep. So I get the feeling like Drow should be farming a lot more. They've been picking fights, but she gets really effective with just a tad more farm than what she's been having. Maybe she's going for BKB now, it looks like. That's gonna help.
I mean, Draka just spent so much of his money.
Have Manta right now.
He spent so much of his early funds. Exactly.
Instead of doing Roshan.
A lot of it went to the Wraith bands and committed a lot to the Roshan using those, which was great, and it kept him alive in that last engagement, but he still ended up going down.
Yeah.
He'll make a little bit back on that as they take down the T1 on Swag's top tower. Looks like Elliptic's going to go down. That Darkseer is just done. And Chuck M finally gets that. Oh my gosh, he still can't make anything happen, but he gets his epicenter off. He's finally got his blink, and he can't quite follow up. Nobody there to help him out, and Potato Day is going to back off.
The mech canceled most of that.
Studio chasing, popping off. The Rapture goes off. That's gonna.
He's gonna stone.
Oh, he's still turned to stone. Nobody can really make anything happen here. Everyone is stunned. Mr. Muir trying to take down the Sand King. He's gonna get chased into the jungle. Potato Day forced back and separated. I mean, they need to desperately reconvene. Mr. Muir down here alone in the river, and both the Shaman and the Darkseer go down in there, and they traded for a Nyx assassin. Not the greatest trade.
Well, the Nyx got destroyed way back, like at this point, and there's a sentry, which is a bit. It tells us a bit how he died. He was probably roaming for something.
I guess I just missed that one. I thought that was it during that engagement. Too much going on. My feeble brain cannot handle it all, man.
I think it was during or just before, but it wasn't at the same. Yeah, they split the fight up. So we see Nyx going bot. He's gonna roam. There's no one there though. I was hoping for the Drow to go there, but I'm not sure. Like, okay, everybody's coming.
It looks like everyone's roaming bottom. Master Jasper gonna bottle that DD. He'll be able to make some solid use of that. He's had some nice roaming ganks all alone up in the end of the jungle, but he's gonna roll maybe Bandman. Oh, where's that Sunstrike going? I heard it.
It just scouted for Roshan.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually very close.
That was probably the worst possible time. Because Roshan's about to be up. They've got eyes on Elliptic in the river. Their Potato Day is aware that SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER is right there, but they don't know Roshan just went up. They're going to deward Mr. Merman there. Taking down the Observer Ward that Swag just put up, dropping the sentry. Probably going to need to give it a minute to breathe there before they think about Roshan.
You can tell both teams wrote the timer down because everybody's converging.
A little bit of a Mexican standoff in the bottom lane here. Everyone wanting to engage. Draka, he's got his BKB. That's going to be really helpful for him, especially against any kind of cold snaps or stuns of any kind from, you know, the Shadow Shaman or the Sand King. Invoker's Forge Spirit's coming out. Mr. Muir just going to knock him down. Vanaman going to give him a hand there.
Yeah. Mask of Madness and Bloodlust on Drow. She's going to be machine gun by the end of the game.
Master Jasper's
if
DD.
she's allowed.
Oh gosh. Yeah, Master Jasper's DD is live. He's waiting for his chance. He really wants to take that Invoker, but he doesn't have anyone there with him. There it is. There's the Blink Ravage from Tidehunter. He's going to go. Oh wow. The Drow Ranger takes that Invoker kill.
Oh my god.
The Nyx Assassin is going to take that Medusa. The snakes go down. The Epicenter goes off. Draka, he's going to go down to the Sand King and the Shadow Shaman there. They're going to team up with the Epicenter and the snakes. Potato.
It feels like a waste for Drow to be back there. She should have been on the tower because it kind of negates all the good things that happened before the fight started.
Nice little wall back in there. It's going to chase Master Jasper out of lane. Vanderman's going to give him the Bloodlust to get out, though. Potato Day is definitely going to back off here.
Yeah. Oh, Nyx
wants it, man. Nyx is just, he's hungry. That Dagon 4 is just giving him everything he needs.
Yeah.
That's a 4-for-1 for Potato Day. They traded Drow for everyone but the Shaman. That's great for them.
As much as I feel like the Nyx was taken in a response to Medusa, it turns out he's just countering the support so hard in this game. He's always on top of their face, just sitting down, like saying no, basically. You can't farm, you can't use any of your spells. And it turns out like maybe Potato Day right now are seeing why he could be a good pick in any situations, not only against Medusa.
Medusa throwing her ult off and it's going to connect with nothing. Potato Day, it does force Potato Day to back off. But the Gaze does not bring anybody down.
And Drow has been mid this time farming, so that's something I like to see. While the standoff happens at tier 2 top, tier 2 bot, he's mid and he pushed the lane back and he got a lot of farm out of that. And he's 1200 away from the Manta style if he wants to go that way. I say that because I see the Yasha, but it could be anything.
Yeah, I mean, if Draco's going to do what he's been doing this whole game, which is, you know, pushing lanes, pulling back, the Manta's a really, really great item for that.
Yeah.
It's going to make him an effective
laner.
laner.
He could also go crits, because he has a lot of attack speed from the teammates.
Sure.
So it could be crits, but we'll see.
Mystic Staff and the armor here on Tidehunter, this plate mail. He's almost there for... Is that got to be building into an AC?
That's a Shiva's.
That's the Shiva's, okay. I guess the AC has the Hyperstone.
Yeah. The AC is the physical damage amplifier and nullifier. Shiva's is the mana thing.
What would I do without you, Etienne?
You'd cast with somebody else. That was a rhetorical question.
No, man, it'd be so lonely. Alright, looks like Potatoes...
Now they're ready for Roche, yeah.
Draco wants it. He's getting rid of his last Wraith Band. He's just littering the entire battlefield with these.
Yeah.
He's left them all behind, selling none of them. And there's the Sunstrike. He's scouting it out. He connects with Mr. Muir. Tidehunter takes a bit of damage. Potato's going to back off. Maybe prepare for this engagement. Tidehunter's ultimate is back up. That Ravage is ready to go.
Yeah, they're all ready for a fight. I think that's why they're hovering around there, because if something else happened, like, they can still fight.
Nyx
but
Assassin.
Their main objective is to get Roshan.
Yes. Nyx Assassin and Vanaman here on the Ogre Magi, trying to take out the Medusa, but Swag is just there and ready to respond and push them away.
Oh boy!
Oh, Sean makes games. His shaman jumps in, he drops the wards, and he traps himself. Rashawn is just beating him down, and the Invoker responds, trying to draw some of the damage away. Sean makes games. He might fall to Rashawn here. If that one stomp will take him down. And he blinks out just in time. He's got 96 HP. The Lion goes for him and he misses.
That was unfortunate.
Merman connects with the ground rather than the hero, and he can't quite take down that Shadow Shaman. Oh, Sean. Sean, I'm so
I kind of
scared
thought
for
it
you.
would be worse than that, to be honest.
I did too.
I thought he was dead for sure.
Swag really did a number on Rashawn here. Maybe doing Potato a favor, especially, I mean, we have Swag just, they're all pulling back up here. Potato, they're going to take this. It's a free Rashawn for them.
And there they go. Yeah, the wards didn't help there. Well, they did help, but they didn't help Swag.
The Radiant top lane is getting pushed back a little bit with the creep wave up top here. Getting a little pushed up. We might see Nyx go up to push that back if he keeps the DD, but again, they might engage mid. They might just push straight, try to push for high ground, try to get some kills, try to force some buybacks, and maybe get a tower.
Yeah, with the Aegis, they might as well force something to happen. Shiva's up, Mech, Ravage, everything's up. I think, like, they can just slow push that.
Absolutely. I mean,
there's not much.
Tide has his Shivas now. Ogre Magi has the SWAGHANIM'S Scepter. Nyx is sitting on a double damage rune, and he's got his old faithful level 4 Dagon. They got Ravage. They got their Mechanism. Man, Potato is in a really good spot to engage right now. They just need to play their cards right.
Yeah, exactly. And I think with the next wave, it should happen. Like with the, I get the feeling that Tidehunter's ready to jump in.
Somebody's going to have to go back and defend this bottom tower,
there
though.
We go.
There's the engagement. The Ravage goes off. The silence comes from the Drow. The ice arrows are out. Looks like the Invoker's the first one to go down. He's going to buy back. Shadow Shaman down, and the epicenter from Chuck M comes in. The Sand King not quite going to be able to land it. The Aegis is down on the Drow Ranger. She's going to come back. The Stone Gaze goes off, and Draka is going to go down again. That's all 5 of Potato Day going down. Just the Invoker, just the Shaman traded to buyback. It's going to be a solid team fight. That Swag they needed exactly that. They needed to win a fight like that. They need to push like this.
That was the perfect vacuum wall with the Sand King ult. That was gross, but in a perfect way. It was perfect. Yeah. And it's a lot of money going back. I mean, you see the Sand King now has 2,000 gold. Medusa, she didn't get much at this point, but like that's a huge swing.
Absolutely.
3,000 gold on the Darkseer.
I mean, we're going to see the top tier 2 go down just to creeps. The bottom tier 2 is probably going to go down to creeps here, and Swag is putting some serious pressure on mid. And yeah, like you said, the graphs, they tell a fun story. It's spiking way back down in favor of Swag's favor. Yeah, Swag, you know, they got 5 kills there. They protected their tier 3, and they took 3 towers. That's a phenomenal engagement. And they burned the Aegis.
Yeah.
They got to be feeling pretty good.
I think that was 2 towers though. It was the bot, the mid and bot tier 2, I think.
And then the creeps took the top tier 2.
Oh, right. Yes, probably. I missed that one, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's a huge swing. I guess at this point, Potato, all they have to do is just take it slower, maybe get a few pickups with Nyx, and farm a little bit more on their heroes. She's going for Butterfly next. She got the Eagle Song, Draka. And that helps a lot, like for her survivability, I guess.
What do you feel? Are you going to see much of an advantage from the Butterfly's active ability in this game? Is Drow going to benefit much from that one, or is he going to mostly rely on the passive?
I think, like, I've never used it since. I just have to say since they added it, but I think like it's an escape, like, but I'm not sure if it helps that much. I mean, I don't know, probably. I can't tell really much. I never played since they added it. I didn't play much Butterfly carriers.
I like that Drow Ranger.
Yeah,
I enjoy a Butterfly on Drow. That agility is disgusting. Everyone just kind of taking a moment to breathe, farming their own jungles, you know, taking down some neutrals, doing a bit of neutral bullying. Not a whole lot of action going on right now.
Both teams need kind of exactly that right now. Just sitting back emotionally from that fight because it was a huge Like, I guess even
Nick's
even
finding
on
the pickoff
Swag's
here.
side.
Oh, a
like,
perfectly timed sentry here in the forest. That sentry goes up just in time for the Nyx to get caught out right as he's trying to pick off the Invoker, and they're going to take him down. That could not have gone worse for Nyx. That was just a real bad stroke of luck. The Shadow Shaman was in the exact right place at precisely the right time.
Yeah, did they walk into each other? Maybe he felt like somebody was there, because I didn't see exactly how it happened.
Well, they've been dropping sentries all over their jungle here, trying to just keep vision up or detection up in case Nyx picks them off, because he's been mostly successful picking off Invoker in that exact area. So Sean makes games making a really smart decision with that sentry ward.
Yeah, and it pays off. He's down for 35 more seconds. Does he have a buyback to help? He doesn't. So yeah, I mean they're gonna try and push S5. Dropping the wards a little early, maybe.
Yeah, nobody engaging. I mean, they're afraid of that Tidehunter ultimate for sure. That Ravage is going to do a number on them if they try to take high ground, especially with Vanaman and Merman able to follow up with their devastating stuns and disables.
Yeah, at this point, I'd love when like Nyx or Ogre to get the gem just to get those sentries, because they're all around the map. And they ping, I think they ping the Invoker right now? No.
Yeah, I think they might be just pinging no he's there, because Potato is roaming through the jungle here. They're smoked up. They were pointing to go this way, and my map's going to freak out. I'm not sure what they're going for right now.
That's the Medusa.
And
you can see that the Nyx drew on the map.
Yep.
And they're gonna get
This
her.
is the deadest Medusa. She's in a really bad spot against all 5 of Potato. This is a free pick off. They're warping down that mana shield like it's nothing. They committed a lot to that fight. Easy kill.
Yeah, I mean, I know easy kill and everything. There were 5 on her, but did you see how tanky she was?
Of course,
it still took like a few seconds. And they had to chain stun perfectly just to make sure she didn't do anything special, but she has a lot of tankiness at this point. Of course.
She's going to be really, really terrifying. She's level 21, dealing a solid amount of damage. She's got that ultimate orb.
Yeah.
And 3,800 gold.
Yeah, she has buyback though, if they need it.
Potato Day just letting the creeps push up really, really hard on their towers. They're not responding. They're committing a lot to the team fights. They really want to take down this tier 3. They couldn't quite pull it off last time, and again they lost the top tower there. So again they're in the same spot they were last time. The Medusa is down, so that gives them a massive advantage. Absolutely, they have all of their ultimates, save for the Nyx assassin.
But I mean, Epicenter, Darkseer, everything's up, so they can defend. Unless they kill them during the Ravage stun.
Swag trying their hardest here to wait for Medusa, but that Invoker's going to push them back a little bit as much as he can. It's not going to quite be enough. Draka going to pop that BKB maybe a little prematurely. Not a totally bad decision though. That looked like a bad engagement for them, and they're going to pull back. Especially now that Medusa's back. But they did get the Darkseer. I did not notice this.
Yep. Oh yeah, and Nyx went in and kind of did what he did and what he does. And he just destroyed his face with Dagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Nyx things. I guess they want to do this. So, took a tower, and now they're trying to push with the wave. Medusa's back up though, and the wave just like vanishes.
Pulling back again. Maybe they're thinking about Rashawn. Rashawn's coming up very, very soon.
Yep.
Seconds
like
even.
10 seconds, 15 seconds. Yeah.
Merman's going to leave and he's going to come right back up. And Invoker's going to scout it out. Again, the timing is just awful for both teams because Rashawn's coming back in 9 seconds.
Yeah. With some luck, maybe they're going to look again. Like I said, if they have the timer, so they know to look every like 30 seconds at this point.
Well, they know Rashawn went down at exactly 39 seconds if they were paying attention. They're all smoked up. They could very easily go in and get Rashawn. He just came back up, and there's an Invis rune sitting right outside of his lair. Draka is going to go back, and there's the Sunstrike that's scouting it out. Now they're both going to know. They didn't know Draka was in there. Draka saw the Sunstrike mark, though. He knows that they know. Swag, not super concerned about Rashawn right now. All just kind of hanging out at home.
I think they should be, because it's a cheese.
Right you are, sir. Gonna get some of the health bonuses back there.
Yeah. And this can go on Tide, on Nyx. Can go on probably Tide, I guess, because he's, I don't know.
Sunstrike coming in. Gonna help him out a little bit. They know it's there. They might know it's a little bit weaker than would be ideal. I don't think they're gonna worry too much about taking it down.
Nyx is roaming. He knows that people are gonna be attracted to that, so he was roaming in this region.
Very smart by Master Jasper.
Yep.
Alright, this has got to be... Potato Day's got to be feeling really good. You know, they have the Aegis, they have lots and lots of farm, they got lots and lots of items. They really want this tier 3. It's the third time they're going to try to take it. Everybody is up. All of the ultimates are up. This is going to be a really scary engagement. It's going to be pretty definitive for one team or the other.
I think they're like yeah, they're just going back. I was gonna say I'd like for them to push top lane, so that all 3 lanes are in Swag's base basically. And just as I was gonna say that Ogre TP, because I think it's very important at this point to just choke them and prevent them from roaming in the map. All the sentries are down, so Nyx could go again for a hunt. And it's just farm. I mean, a lane like that Vanaman is doing right now, a lane like that is a lot of farm for anyone.
Absolutely. Now Nyx Assassin, he's only a couple hundred gold away from his BKB. Lion's gonna buy another smoke. Vanaman, he's sitting on 2,900 gold. Easy buyback money.
Yeah, I'd love to see some. I'd love to see some mobility on Ogre, like a 4-staff or a blink, just to have that option.
Sure.
Probably 4-staff is better for teammates too. But it seems like he's saving for something, and it's not Ags because he's got that already.
Swag is, you know, they're spending a lot of time at home, feeling cozy. Nobody really wanting to venture too far out. They really want to have this engagement at home. They want to do it on high ground. They want that home field advantage, and they're just giving Potato Day a lot of room to farm.
Yeah, it's hurting them a lot. I think it's valid, like they're afraid, but they're kind of expecting Potato Day to have a standoff at this point on the map, which they are not doing, and it's good for them. Pushing the lanes is what they have to be doing, getting XP and farm. And I guess now Swag is gonna start realizing they're not there anymore and they can come out.
The timing might work out in such a way that Potato gets a smoke pick off here if Swag's willing to venture out, because Potato popping the smoke in the career.
Yeah. But no, they're cozy in the base, like you said. They're really not trusting that situation.
They're doing a really smart thing here. They're going to go to that top lane, just like you asked. He's scouting on his own jungle with that Sunstrike and narrowly misses Master Jasper. 2 minutes
and even
left
if it doesn't miss, it's a smoke, so they can't see them. So now they know.
And because Potato Day is grouping up like this so much, you know, they're committing 5 at a time to any one lane. They're losing their other lanes just to the creeps. The creeps are pushing really hard on mid and bottom on the Dire side, giving Swag room to, you know, ideally respond to a team fight, but Potato Day is going to have to send somebody back. They might have to lose somebody. They keep not committing to these fights. They keep waiting for the right opportunity, and they keep backing off. And they keep losing, you know, some serious tower HP.
Yeah, Draka went mid to intercept the creep wave, which is good. It's a start, but like you said, they need to camp somebody, like just camp in these lanes for just like a minute, so that all of the lanes are pushed. Because being S5 like that, it kind of hurts them.
Absolutely.
It hurts both teams.
I mean, they've lost 50% HP on the mid tower of the T3 here.
Yeah, for free.
Over nothing, yeah. And again, I mean, we saw all 5 up top, and now we see all 5 pulling back to mid. Nobody's, you know, they spend a lot of time farming on their own side, but they do it together, so only one person's getting it. Can't see a ton of benefit from that.
Well, Brad is getting butt now, which is good. So
He's got that tasty cheese and 4,000 gold.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't even know what to be spending it on right now, investing toward that refresher, no doubt.
Refresher, yeah. Oh.
Vanaman's going to take a pause here.
It's the mic situation. I didn't quite understand what was happening there, but they have technical issues, I think.
Yeah. I mean, while we wait, it's worth pointing out. I mean, we talk about Potato not taking these engagements, but I think a lot of it is going to rely on Mr. Warrior's Tidehunter. They really want that double Ravage, and he's saving up. Let's see what the refresher cost. Do you know what the refresher costs off the top of your head, Etienne?
52 something. And
52.25.
Yeah, 700.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's almost there. I mean, he's less than 1,000 gold away. Brad is going to be instrumental in the team fight with that double Ravage. And if they can just let him free farm the lane, if they can help him out in the jungle in the next 5-10 minutes, that's going to be a refresher. That's going to be a really great team fight for Potato Day, especially with Master Jasper and that that level 4 Dagon.
Yeah.
He's just been a monster with that thing.
Yeah, he's been a monster, but he hasn't found any single hero pickups in the last like 5-10 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
And it's really like his specialty as a hero. Because in team fights, yeah, you have the AoE stun that you need to line up and everything, but there's not much else that you can do. Mana burn every 4 seconds is good too, but it's a lot of little things, you know.
The graphs, of course, showing another significant jump in Potato Day's favor. They've been having such a great game. They've lost only a couple big engagements after a rough start, but a lot of this game has been in their favor. And we have a game that's back on. Let's see how Mr. Maria's Tidehunter is going to fare in this lane. We'll see if he's going to leave lane. He might push up a little farther. He knows that SWAGHANIM'S, SCEPTER are feeling really comfortable at home. And they're not responding to any of the lane pushes right now. They really want to take that fight at home, so he's going to take this opportunity to farm up, get his refresher orb as soon as possible, and then engage on their own time.
Yeah, I still feel like they should smoke out, actually. That's what they should do from their base. Smoke out, go do something. For Swag, yeah. To get out of the base, because they're really stuck there. And I'm not sure, like, everybody right now on Potato Day has, like, not everybody, but there's 2 players with 4,800 gold, which is a lot. You usually spend something, like, you spend it on something. Because right now they can have an item and still have buyback.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
It's curious to see Draka. He didn't go after the mana style like we talked about. He went straight for Butterfly instead. He's still sitting on that Yasha. Yasha could still go into mana style. I'm wondering if he thinks that he should move toward crit at this point in the game. He needs the damage in fights more than he needs the push from the Manta.
Yeah, and you know, it's $2,000, 2,000 gold just for the base item, and he still have buyback after that.
Absolutely.
So. 5,400 gold. And you see, Swag is starting to get out of the base.
Yeah, poking head out a little bit.
Yeah.
Still,
they're playing safe, but at some point it starts not being good anymore to do that, because the other team can have time to come back.
Top lane,
and there's no gem.
Yeah, it's curious that nobody's tried to respond to the Nyx assassin with a gem. Just lots and lots of sentries that are going down pretty quickly.
Oh, and even Ogre got a Black King bar. That's what he was waiting to buy.
Yeah.
I missed it, but seems to have been a few minutes maybe. Still, it's good. Like, BKB is always good. It's just mobility and support items can be really good on Ogre. Like Yules, for staff, Blink, or carry Ogre and get some crits.
Oh god. There's the Scythe of Ice on the line. I was wondering what that Mystic Staff was going toward. I figured it couldn't be another another Shivas.
Double Hex?
Yeah, of course. You get a frog, you get a sheep. Just animals everywhere.
I think. Oh, he doesn't have the fish, the immortal. The 25.
And Tidehunter, he has enough for the refresher. He's buying the pieces. He bought his Oblivion Staff. There it is. There's the recipe. Alright, looks like that is going to be on the way very soon for Tide. And then I think we're going to see Potato Day ready to engage now that they have that refresh.
Yeah, it's coming on the courier. Should be about 2 hours.
Yep. We'll just sit here. We're going to go with the live boar cam. We're going to follow this boar. This garbage courier.
MVP.
I can't believe this courier. I can't believe they're using this.
I think it's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, your courier standards are low. You are crazy. You have not seen Coco the Courageous. Actually, you have not seen Lil Nova.
I gotta say, this box right now, I had this one and I traded it away like 2 years ago and I regret it.
Mistakes.
The lockjaw right now.
The lockjaw is pretty good.
Yeah.
Was
That's probably my favorite.
An updated lockjaw at TI4? Is that what that was?
That was the new one, the purple one.
Yeah.
But this was the first one that they made, the first mimic that they made. I looked the other day because I was wondering, it's $400 on the store.
Jesus Christ. That's probably too much for a courier. This red red panda sitting inside the dire base, also a clutch little courier.
Mm-hmm.
It's no Coco the Courageous, but come on.
It's no elder boar.
This stupid boar. Throw in the garbage, make bacon out of it, get rid of it.
You always remember your first courier, you know? And it was my first courier.
Alright, that's fair enough. I think Coco the Courageous was mine. I spent $13 on that thing. Better believe it.
Holy shit.
Wow, look at Rashawn just came back up the instant that Lion walked out of the pit. They have the best luck.
Alright, this has to happen now because both teams are.
Yeah, Swag is they're advancing toward Rashawn. The Sunstrike is coming in. They know it's up. They know the Potato wants it.
They're all mid.
Everyone just kind of awkwardly. This is like a school dance right now, where like it's boys on one side, it's girls on the other, and nobody wants to see the other one.
Yeah.
They're just standing on opposite sides of the room, nervous to talk to each other. Wow, big items coming out. Drow with the MKB, Medusa with the butterfly.
So I guess in your metaphor, Roshan is like the buffet in the middle, so that's where people are gonna have to meet.
Is Rashawn the dance floor? I thought Rashawn was the dance floor.
Oh, maybe, but I'm just saying like both sides want to eat something, so they have to meet at the.
This is a weird metaphor we have going on right now.
Yeah. Let's stop.
What's the cheese in this metaphor? Is the cheese just cheese? Buffet table cheese?
I guess, yeah. The chips, the bowl of chips.
Potato's gonna
there it is.
In.
It's happening o'clock.
It's happening o'clock. Yeah, the smoke is up. Oh wow, they're not gonna go to Rashawn. Potato's gonna engage. Oh, they are gonna double. They are gonna double ravage right here in the secret shop. That's gonna be one down. Ice arrows on the. Oh god. Invoker goes down. Sand King goes down. The wall from the Darkseer is up. Losing a lot of health in Darkseer. Darkseer goes down. Potato is up 3-0. Sand King and Shadow Shaman buy back. The Medusa Stone Gaze goes off. The Epicenter goes off, and that's going to be Nyx going down. Mr. Muir escaping with 166 health. Vanaman not much higher. They're all going to try to TP out. That Medusa couldn't quite figure out who he wanted to go for. And that's going to be Vanaman and the Lion getting out.
Radiant's middle tower is under
for
attack.
all those buybacks, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Swag might have the opportunity to take the Rashawn here, though.
I think we had only 2 buybacks.
Yeah.
It was the Sand King and the Shadow
Shaman. Yes. And there's the Drow buyback.
Want that. They're going
Draco wants this Rashawn very badly.
And I don't feel like they have the damage, so they're gonna have to.
No, I mean, but
yes, they're gonna have to let it go.
Chuck is gonna leave a little illusion guy here just to scout it out. I mean, they know. There they go. Now they know Potato's on the way back. How long until Tide's refresher? 110 seconds. Potato Day here in full force, and Swag, they might just hand it over. They're not going to engage at Rashawn at all. They might just resign themselves to giving it up.
And I think it's the moment where Potato Day has to move in. All the cooldowns are down. and they just have to push in. I think.
I figure they've got to take
Aegis, cheese.
the Aegis. They got to take the cheese. So they're just gonna deny the cheese. I think. Unless Drow got it. No. No, Vanaman took it.
I think Ogre got it. Yeah, Ogre got it.
Master Jasper taking a Sunstrike in mid. He's going to be alright, though. Yeah, I would assume that Potato Day is going to spend the next couple minutes here waiting for this, or the next 67 seconds waiting for that refresher to come back before they engage.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't wait. I think it has to happen, but I'm not sure. I've died that way a lot before, but
yeah,
I think that yeah, they're going in.
The Medusa Stone Gaze is off. The Meteor comes down. The wall goes up. This is a really bad engagement for Potato Day. Mr. Muir might go down here. The Nyx Assassin also very, very weak. The Lion Earth Spike is going to go on off. And the Epicenter just completely misses. There's 0 for 0 kills right now. Vanaman might go down here. The Sand King is going to finish him off. Just one there. And Potato Day fracturing, leaves in the wind, getting as far away from that fight as possible. There's a questionable engagement. Now Swag, all 5 full force pushing mid. I mean, they have lots and lots of creeps on the bottom tower here. They're doing work on their own. Merman's responding here. They got a solid wave up top. Maybe they're not going to push too hard. I mean, Chuck Am's going to go out, clear that wave, and probably back off. Also, somewhere along the way, Dire's Courier went down.
Because now the Ravages are back up. I guess anything can happen.
Those Force Spirits doing a number on this mid tower right now.
I didn't think I'd say that, but it's the I think the Nyx pick has outlasted his utility because he hasn't been using Nyx basically for the past 25 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, he was a direct counter to the Medusa, and the Medusa is now farmed. She is ready to go. She's got BKB Butterfly Mantis style, and that Scotty, the Eye of Scotty is doing great work for her. She just grabbed the Sacred Relic. Gross.
That's a rapier.
That's going to be either rapier money. The Radiance doesn't make a lot of sense, but I don't know. That could be the securing the rapier. Yeah. Studio had enough
she's
of this.
She's probably the best natural rapier carrier in the game.
I mean, she's so tanky. Yeah, absolutely. She's meaty enough. She can take the damage. She doesn't have to worry too much about going down. And it's 64 minutes. I mean, it's getting to be about that time where you make that big decision.
Yeah. To be fair though, I'm not even sure they need it, because the team fights have been going in their favor. Like the whole team fight control, I think the Darkseer pick is really good. The vacuum walls have been on spot, and they've been enabling the Sand King to have such good epicenters. It's disgusting. In a good way, like I said earlier.
Potato's still not quite ready to engage. I mean, they're losing these creeps very rapidly. Medusa just popping her head out and just obliterating everything.
And they're losing butt.
Absolutely, and top.
Yeah, I said butt. Sorry, it was top.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Medusa just fearless at her tier 3 tower here.
Structures are fortified.
They're going to fortify, but it doesn't look like anybody is going back. There we go. There's the TP coming in. The Ogre Magi.
He has to kill those cards because they're doing their job.
Yeah, Studio is... Yep, there's the Rapier.
Yep.
Now dealing... Jesus. 542 natural damage. Or 44 natural damage. With just right clicks. That's disgusting. Never mind the Scotty slow. I mean, Medusa is properly scary right now.
Yeah.
They let her get far. I mean, this is 66 minutes into the game. Potato Day had a few opportunities there to push up onto the high ground, but they weren't quite ready to commit to it, and now I worry that this game that has been mostly in their favor is going to swing back into the hands of Swag.
Double damage.
They have to get pickups. Like, now's the time. If they get the Sand King, it's going to be huge.
Sand King is a great one. Draka here in mid with DD. Looks like something's going off here. Wow. That Sand King, that easy pick off, like you said. That Dagon, the wall goes up, and the Ravage goes off. He's going to refresh, he's going to Ravage again. They have an opportunity here to really secure their T3 tower. Master Jasper's going to go down. Gross. Draco's going to go down here. He's lost the Aegis, so if he goes down, that's it for him. He's sitting there with 30 HP. The Medusa couldn't quite get it, and that's a 4-for-3 trade for Potato Day. Drow is the only one left. She's got no health. She has to go home. And Invoker and Medusa are still sitting pretty. Medusa going home. She's going to heal up. Sitting on 3,700 gold, this Invoker here. And Medusa, I wonder if she gets some decent money out of that. Yeah, she's got enough for buyback. Plenty enough. Wow. Brilliant strike. So close. Not quite there though, so Draco's gonna get home. He's got his boots of travel.
So there's Dro, and that's basically how they want to win the game right now.
Yeah, I mean,
because she's so big, and they've been getting those BKBs.
There's 3 buybacks.
But what they really need is armor.
Medusa and Invoker are gonna back up here. They got the 3 buybacks. They're gonna pull back. That's all they wanted. Gonna let the creeps take care of the rest. Somebody's got it. Yeah, Potato Day has a nice, healthy creep wave up top here. Somebody's gonna have to go respond. Easy farm for somebody. I don't know. If you're Potato Day, what's your next move? I mean, you have 20 seconds till your Nexus back up. What's your approach here, Etienne? If you're in Potato Day's seat.
In Potato Day's seat right now, I want to split push. I want to pick up heroes. I want to destroy people out of their base and somehow take a 5v2, 5v3 fight or something. Because with all the control that they have, with Darkseer, with Sand King, with Invoker, Medusa just has to sit there and right click a creep and everybody dies. So that's hard. I don't know. It could happen for both sides, I guess, but they really need to split push and just choke. Like, they choked Medusa for like 30 minutes now. She was in her base and doing nothing, just farming the creeps as they were coming to the base, and she got all she got.
Well, now again we see Draco farming again. He's got his boots of travel. I have to imagine again he's leaning more back toward lane pushing than he is team fights. He didn't go crit. He went MKB instead of the crits that we predicted, or the Manta style that we thought he might use for lane pushing. It's a really big drow. She's super fed, but he's not gonna be able to do much without the support of his team, and they just keep falling down very quickly.
Yeah. She probably needs Satanic instead of Mask of Madness at this point.
A brilliant blink by Mr. Weir in the bottom lane, just missing that tornado. He would have been picked off by that Medusa Invoker combo very quickly. All of SWAGHANIM'S Scepter pulling back here.
Very nice.
Potato Day is a little spread out. I mean, if one of them gets picked off, this is going to be a huge swing in the favor of SWAGHANIM'S Scepter, who are roaming mostly together. But everyone's on their back foot. They're ready to fight if they need to, but nobody wants to make the first move right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not much buybacks for many here. Everyone's already bought back or doesn't have enough. The only ones with buyback right now: Invoker, Drow, and Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, and they're coming mid. They're thinking that, oh boy, that's
this
gonna
is
be
bad for Drow. Draka, if he can BKB and blink, he doesn't have his blink. Up, there's the cheese coming up.
Click.
Gross. Swag just evaporates Drow, and they're gonna go for Master Jasper, who's really dangerous to that Dagon. But if they can get a stun off, he might be in trouble. He's gonna juke in the trees. Still not gonna be quite enough. He's gonna get stunned by that Sand King and picked off by the Medusa. That's 2. Drow buys back. Don't know if she's going to be brave enough to respawn in mid, but she's probably going to set up to defend. They don't have a tower in mid. They got to defend this Rax.
There's 2 Ravages and Drow.
I also want to point out there's 2 Rapiers on the Medusa right now.
Holy shit. Yeah.
She's dealing more
I think it's going to be GG.
She's dealing more than 800 damage.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
An EMP goes off, but Vanaman's going to feel the pain of that. He gets tornadoed up. Oh, he's going to avoid the mana loss, but he is going to die. Medusa's going to go take him down. The Ravage goes off. The double Ravage goes off. And there's just nobody there to help him out. I mean, the Lion's there, but he's going to get picked off by the Medusa. Shadow Shaman goes down. Merman needs to get out of there. That Empath is going to take him down. Or Medusa with that, oh gosh, that speed burst from Darkseer. Draka going in for the save, and he dies. He dies trying to save the Tidehunter. That's really bad. He has no buyback. He's down for 122 seconds trying to save his Tidehunter, and he gets picked off in his own base from the Medusa with the Scotty. That Rapier Scotty combo is just really, really bad for Potato Day.
Yeah,
Potato calls GG.
I don't know if you noticed, but the right clicks when he was right clicking Tidehunter, the right clicks would generate arrows uphill, and that wrecked draw. Anyway, so Medusa too strong.
Medusa's a real strong hero. I have to imagine Game 2 we're going to see them ban Medusa right away. I would respect that, ban that one for sure. That was a great game. Very long, an hour and 12 minutes. Thank you for enjoying that with us. Game 2 is coming up right after this. We're going to take a short break. What are you feeling going into Game 2, Etienne? What do you feel like Potato Day needs to do?
I think they just need to capitalize more in the, like when they had the lead in the mid game. They should have took all 3 lanes, like push them a little bit, and try and choke them harder at that point and jump in earlier, because that gave Swag the time to farm everything they needed.
All right, well, we're gonna take a short break. We will begin streaming momentarily. We're just 5 minutes or so. Stay tuned for Game 2 of SWAGHANIM'S SCEPTER versus Potato Day.